What?
And now, here's your host of Shaping Success, Wes Tankersley.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Shaping Success. I am Wes Tankersley. I'm your host, and I wanted to reintroduce something. I haven't done it in a while. I used to do bonus coverage every week. I'm going to release these episodes on Wednesday, and it's just me talking. Just me talking about what's going on in my life, about the things that I think you should focus on and the things that I think you should, put in front of you, put on your schedule. Think about that, okay? I'm going to be calling these unedited raw bonus coverage, and I'm going to put the date on them. This is the date that I'm thinking about it. The fact of the matter is that anything that you do, if you want to be better at it, what you need to do is you need to do it more. And I'm working really hard on being a better podcaster. To date, I want to look at the stats here, and I'm going to tell you, to date, this podcast that I have been doing since 2019, all time, has 36,792 downloads. I currently have 21,000 followers on TikTok, and it's growing. Instagram is kind of stalled out. I have a Facebook group called Success Warrior Crew, as well as my Shaping Success Facebook page. I have my LinkedIn. I have selling merchandise, so I'm working on. I have shirts. If you're watching this, you'll see I'm wearing it right now. There is just a whole bunch of things, and the whole idea behind this podcast was to show other people that success is generated by you. You are the person who creates your success. You are the person who builds that. You are the person who is in charge of your own destiny. And I was reminded this week, if you follow me on TikTok, I posted a video about getting pulled over. Now, school's back in session, and today I want to talk to you about kind of time management, all right? Because you have to be a really good time manager in order to do all the things that I'm doing, because I do have a full-time job. I do sell window coverings during the day. I'm a salesman. That's what I do. That's what pays the bills. But there's so many things going on in the background that you don't see. You just see the motivational videos. You see the podcast interviews. As a matter of fact, I have an interview this morning here in about 40 minutes. But I want to get this out. And I think that what my time management skills are going to help me do is that today, on this day, when I'm ready to go, I'm going to do a bonus coverage, and I'm going to pop that thing up on Wednesday, every Wednesday. So here it is, all right? So let's talk about time management. I live by the calendar on my phone, okay? If I put it on my calendar, if it's on there, it's scheduled, it is what it is. And I need to be better about putting more on my calendar, because a lot of the things that I have on there are just based on what my workday schedule is like, my personal gig. On Wednesdays, I take a little bit of extra time. I tell them don't schedule me anything until after 9, and they know that I'm at home, and then I'm done at 5 so that I can do a couple different things. I have multiple shows. I have Shaping Success. I have Tank in the Mouth, which is a little bit, we've been on hiatus for a while. We're trying to figure that out. I do Wondering Wednesday every Wednesday on Instagram live with my friend Jay Finning, who is a big influence in the things that I do as well. But the fact of the matter is that I'm busy, right? I've always got things going. And in order to make those work, I have to put those on my calendar. I have to have things in front of me that keep me focused. That's what works for me. I'm a procrastinator. So if it's there, I can't procrastinate. So I'm going to start scheduling out my day, and I'm going to start adding time to do things. I have a friend who challenged me to write this book that I've been talking about writing, which I'm pretty disappointed that I lost what I had because I had a whole bunch written. So she's going to do the edits for me. I have to go back through the editing. So I'm going to schedule time to go through the stuff that I've voiced out and she's edited. And I'm going to schedule time to keep writing, keep recording it. Because a lot of things that you think that you can and cannot do, you can. You just have to be willing to put the effort in. You have to find a way to do it. If you want it bad enough, you will. That's all there is to it. If you want it bad enough, you're going to do it. Back to my story. So the other day I was driving my daughter to school because school is in session now. She was off for the summer. My wife works. We have a 7-month-old son and an 8-year-old daughter. My daughter goes to 3rd grade, and we live in Boise, and she goes to school in Meridian, almost Star, which is east of here. It's a 10-minute drive, or 10-mile drive that takes 45 minutes. Okay, so I'm going east to drop her off, but my appointment is in West Boise. So I got 45 minutes after I drop her off on top of the 45-minute drive that I've already made. So it's going to take me about 50 minutes to get there. Thinking about all the things that I have going on. We're trying to build a house. Did we get the lot? Do we know? I got to get to my first appointment? That's important. I had to get her dropped off. Am I going to be late? Because being on time, being punctual is something that is very important to me. If you're not 5 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late. That was the way I was brought up. That's the way I am. Everything is so processed. And when my routine is thrown out of whack, things get confusing. Things happen for me. So that's why, personally, I have to have everything on the calendar. And I've told my wife this multiple times, and it's not her fault because she's got a lot of different things going on, but her job schedule is not fluid. It's different every week. And I said, can you please just put that you're working on the days that you're working so that I know that you're working on my calendar? And she gets busy and she can't do it, and it's distracting to me. But I think about all the things that she has going on and what she can do and what she can handle and what she can continue to work on. And I can't control her. I can control me. So what I need to do, there's two different things. I have two options, right? I can talk to her and say, hey, what days are you working? And I can put them on my calendar myself. Or I can ask her again. But I can only control what I can control. So when I feel like I've lost control of the situation, I get stressed out. So I'm headed to my appointment after I drop my daughter off at school and having to drive another 45 minutes the other way to go get to my first appointment to sell window coverings, which is the job that pays the bills. I cruise through a school zone, not even looking, not on my phone, not distracted by anything other than what's between my ears. I see the road in front of me. I'm driving. I'm always observational. I'm always looking forward, and I get pulled over by a cop. I was going 41 in a 20-mile-an-hour zone. I was quite away from wave. I was by Riverside Elementary, and I needed to go around to go find a place because there's no place to park. So I pull and I go and find a place that's safe off the road, probably about a half a mile away from where he turned his lights on. Pull into the parking lot, stick my hands on the steering wheel because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but cops are on alert no matter what. And the best thing that you can do is stick your hands on the steering wheel. Everyone's first thing is get the license and registration because you know that's what he's going to ask for. Don't do that. Roll down your window, stick your hands on the steering wheel where you can see it so they're not on high alert, and help them to not be worried that you're going to shoot them or you're going to do something that physically harms them because that's what they're trained to do. Whole different tangent. He walks up to me and he says, do you know why I pulled you over? And I said, probably speeding. And at this time, I'm shaking because I'm so disappointed in myself of what I've done. I knew that I did it. I knew that it was a problem. This is the type of person that I am. And I understand it. I said, he goes, why were you going? I said, probably speed. He goes, yeah, you're going 41 in the school zone. Do you know what the speed limit is in the school zone? And I said, yep, I do. It's 21 miles an hour over the speed limit. He goes, you got a lot going on or something? I was like, yeah, I do. I'm trying to get to an appointment. I'm late. I'm worried about all this other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. He goes, I understand that. I get it. But you'd have a lot more on your plate if you hit a kid. He goes, I'm going to give you a warning this time. I'm going to save you $160, but slow down. And that was it. It was a straight to the point. It's what I needed to hear conversation. And it's what I needed. And he had every right in the world to write me a $160 ticket for speeding through that speed zone. And I think 20 miles an hour is reckless driving as well. So it would have been, it could have been more. It could have been worse than that. But it was a good reminder of me to slow down. What's going to happen if I'm late to that appointment? It's all in my head that I cannot be late. What's going to happen, though, if I'm late to that appointment? Was it worth it, me getting worked over, getting all excited about being late? Because I could have killed someone. So think about that when you think about, like, this is a big situation, right? This is something that could happen. This is terrible, but it didn't, but it could have. And that's the thing. Like, you have to slow down. So whatever you're doing today, and I know it sounds counterintuitive because I'm speeding up. I'm doing another episode. I'm going to add another episode. I'm talking to my friend Nikki about doing a radio show in addition to this because my friend Wolf, who I interviewed last week, has a radio show and it's super cool. And I want people to be motivated. The fact of the matter is, though, is I have this goal, I have this dream, I have this desire to be kind of like a radio host, to have multiple podcasts, to have people on my network, the Shaping Success Network, to build something that people can come and be motivated by. and have a variety of shows that help show people that success is in your hands. You can do it. No matter what, you just have to be willing to put the work in. So I put this show into the hands of my friend Jay, who edits the interviews, and this is just going to be a raw, uncut thing. You may hear me saying something, you may hear me coughing because I'm not going to edit that out. You may hear me say something that just gets taken out or something like that. Jay edits it for me, so that's really where it's at. And those will be, edited, studio quality, but this is going to be raw and uncut, and that's why I want to call it raw, unedited. The show averages about 500 downloads a week, and I want to get it up to 1,000, which is very important to me to get my voice heard. But the fact of the matter is that I do this daily. I know it. People on TikTok tell me, and I say TikTok because that's really where the growth is. That's where people are building and following me and helping me to get the word out. But if I make a difference in one person's life, that's all it takes. That makes me feel so much better when I get those comments, when I get the reviews, when I see the downloads. It means that my audience is bigger. Think about standing in a room of 21,000 people, because that's how many people follow me. And not everyone's going to be paying attention. If you're in a stadium, not everyone's paying attention to the game. Especially now, someone might be on the phone. Someone might be talking to the person sitting next to them. But there is an opportunity to reach 21,000 people. An opportunity. And that's all I'm asking for. And that's what I'm getting. And I'm moving people and I'm helping people. And I see that. So I want to concentrate on those things that I am doing that are making people happy. And that's what it is. So slow down. Think about the big picture. It's not going to make a difference if you're late to that appointment. Don't make a habit of it, right? Because we don't always want to be late, but it's going to be okay if you've had 20 appointments and you're late to just one. Because the difference could be life or death. There is a possibility. I could have ran into someone in that 20-mile-an-hour school zone and ended their life and felt terrible for the rest of my life. So I don't know the name of the police officer, but I want to thank him for pulling me over and reminding me to slow down. It was a great reminder. That's it for this day's raw, unedited bonus coverage. But I want to remind you, there's a couple things that you can do. And if you listen to the previous episode that I just released, because this will be coming out in about a week, I talked about how there is one thing that you can do, even if you don't have money, that can help any creator that you're listening to. And I'm a creator, right? I'm an artist. This is my art. Speaking is my art. There's one thing that you can do, and that is subscribe wherever you can. Subscribe on Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Apple Podcast. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you watch this, wherever you're seeing this, whatever channel there is. I need you to subscribe to me, Wes.Tankersley. That's it, pretty much everywhere else. So help me by doing that. Even if you're not buying stickers, if you're not buying merchandise, which is monetarily helping me, you will help me reach my goal quicker just by subscribing or following. Easiest thing you can do. And I understand if you don't want, clothes or stickers or anything like that. But if you enjoy this and you're listening to this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you have time, do a review. If you want some stuff, let me know. I'll help you out. I'll get you a shirt. I'll get you a hat. I'll get you some stickers. Whatever you're looking for, if that's something. And I like offering that because I don't make a lot of money on it, but it also is me giving you something of value for what you've done for me, because you have helped me. You have subscribed. You have followed. So I hope that you have a great day. I hope that you go out all day trying to find the shape of your success.